Alright, hello. Man, this week has not been kind to stream schedules. This is like, what, only the third? No, second stream this week. That's okay. I, like, took a nap, and I just woke up, and I was like, shit, kinda late. I'll do Minecraft tomorrow. We'll do big Minecraft stream tomorrow, because I got, like, a bunch of shit set up. That's why I was taking a nap. Because I got a bunch of stuff set up last night. And for this week's Minecraft stream, so lots of new stuff to look forward to tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're gonna play some Final Fantasy because I don't feel like starting Minecraft at 10 o'clock at night. But I don't mind starting Final Fantasy at 10 o'clock at night, especially since we're not gonna get... Is it here? Yeah. We're not gonna get Final Fantasy on Monday, which would have been the other day I probably would have streamed it. Sunday, I don't think I'll be streaming Sunday, but yeah, tomorrow Minecraft. And then I guess Monday Minecraft because I can't play this Monday. So today we're going to continue story because we didn't really continue story last time. And I would like to continue story. So we're going to continue story this time. A Wild 14 stream fears. Yep, I would. It's too late for Minecraft IMO. So it's perfect time for Final Fantasy though. So we do that instead. Ah, Master Ma. Well, it is well you're here. You're wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Could just, like, go in. Yeah, we're actually gonna do 3.3. 3.3 is a short one from what I saw on the wiki. So, hopefully we'll get through this nice and quick. Ah, Bin, there you are. Have you a moment? There is something I wish fain to discuss. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of Estinian. It was a sight to chill out the soul, the one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation as Isla, I feared him lost forever. The mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Thus I have no evidence to support this impression. Instead, I turned to Ishtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem that they have some observations of their own to share. Ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? No, I'm gonna stay here. I already ate. Excellent. Let's not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Think you're gonna continue on patches after 3 or Alexander? Depends how late it is tonight. I don't want to do, like, get stuck in a raid storyline. I'd want to do the raid stuff, like, all at once. There's a good chance raid would probably be next time. It's because I did, like, side stuff last time, right? So, I figured we'll do story stuff at the very least today. If there was a second Final Fantasy stream, that would probably be the raid this week. But I might be doing other stuff on Sunday. And since I want to make up for Minecraft, so I'm definitely doing that tomorrow. And I can't do Final Fantasy Monday, so it's like today, and then maybe Sunday would be a stream of this.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Oh, shit. Voice acting. Wasn't expecting that for this cutscene.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you
Is this really a time to get drunk?
A few moments more.
Like, if we're gonna be planning our big escapade, should we really be drunk for this?
Right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. The voice of reason,
quite
everyone.
right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
Oh yeah, Estinian.
You have discovered
That
something.
guy.
A means to save him?
I
Let
was
us
like
not jump to
really worried about
conclusions,
him.
Shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis.
There's something
as you
more
were
going on
taught.
here. He's not telling us.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance
He got
of the
both of the
Great
Dragon
Worm.
Balls and then did a big old Power Rangers transformation.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
I get that the raids like usually split up, but
Then he is lost to us forever?
something like the raid stuff, once I start it, I like to just get through it in one
What did I
go.
just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered.
Shut the fuck up, Alphino.
As I later discovered, her
Let the
impression
woman
matched
speak.
my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest
It's mostly
hint
a me
of
thing where I
something
just get
else.
carried away playing the game, that's all. That's more so what it is.
And
But I
after
figure
listening to Y'shtola's
raids are like
observations, I became more certain of my
short
suspicion
enough,
that
quote
the
unquote,
something else I'd sensed was,
that
in
they're
fact,
fine.
the
That
trace of a
I think they're
different
good to
will,
just like
submerged in the sea of
do,
Nidhogg's
like-
rage.
shoot out in like one stream,
You mean
if possible.
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
I mean, if his body remains, clearly his spirit must too.
can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
That might kill him. Something tells me that's probably a bad
We
idea.
know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
I mean, it might at
Should
least
it
stop.
offer even the faintest
some of his
hope
power.
success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
He's just gonna walk up to Estinian and just yoink
no.
the eyes. We're gonna have to
By all
lock you up in
means,
like a
hold
room or
fast
something,
to your
Alphino, while
hope,
we actually
but be
accomplish shit.
mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would
let's find a
survive
bootleg
so
copy of Star Wars
violent a
Episode 2.
separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility
I
that his
mean,
would-be
I don't know, it'd
saviour
just be
might
kind of
become
weird.
Nidhogg's
I'd probably
next
laugh,
host.
but I don't usually watch Star Wars credit swamp, so any like a Marvel
But what
movie
other choice remains
where
to
there's
us?
reason to watch after the
Should
credits.
the opportunity present itself,
Star
I will
Wars has
tear
never
those
done that.
foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul.
Besides that,
even
I've
at the
watched
risk
Star
of
Wars
mine
2 so
own.
many times, like I don't need to watch the credits again. Already seen them.
Ah, I found you at last.
How hard was it for you to find us? Like, where else? We said we were going to be here. Where else could we have
A
gone?
messenger of the Temple Knights
think
came
you
to the
would know
manor
that by
some
now.
few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Yeah, raid stories
Thank you,
can get
Mr.
kind of
Kyle.
thick sometimes,
Your
but
words have given me hope where there is none.
yeah, it's like it's just the
Come
right
on.
length to be like
Sir
a nice
Emmerich
full
awaits.
stream. No point trying to split it up. You know, just knock it all out, get it all done. If last week was a story thing, I probably would have considered the raid today, but last week was
Alphino is allowing his
other
feelings
shit.
for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye
So-
on him, would you?
might as well do some story today, especially since 3.3 is kind of short. But honestly, if 3.3 is short, I'll probably just go into 3.4. I'll admit. Whoa, what is this shit? Oh, it's him again.
They think more of their
Oh, I thought he already like.
than their foes' defeat.
I thought he already grew up. He evolved. How'd he unevolve?
Their fealty or condemn their folly.
Kind of forgot he existed. Even though I own him as a mount. It would be a pretty sick bootleg though, not gonna lie. It'd be funny, but I probably wouldn't think too much of it because I'd probably just skip the credits
was
anyways.
to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon.
Instead, someone
But the
almost got
lingering
murdered.
Shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragon Song War was far from over.
Nah, it's not far from over. We only got 2 patches left after this.
And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Hey, that's better than death to dragons. See, it's progress, baby steps. We'll get there. At least they have their anger in the right place. Imagine 14 with Unreal 5 fidelity. Oh, I was watching their launch conference the other day. You know, because as a bit of a video game developer myself, something of a video game developer myself, it was actually kind of interesting. And yeah, a lot of this shit, man, I'm tempted to just say fuck Unity. Really should, honestly. This is like, okay, Unity's not bad, but like Unreal 5 looks so much better in like every way, at least for like 3D shit. 2D shit, I think I would definitely stick to Unity, but like 3D, damn, like a lot of the stuff that they have in there is stuff that I wish Unity had for sure. When is it Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? Let's find out. Is this going to be any good? Probably not, as per usual. That's just a form of Godsummer if he wants to appear somewhere. Okay, he can just like do whatever the fuck he wants. Got it. He's one of those. I see. I mean, he is a big, powerful dragon guy, right? Wait, is it a tracker for MSQ? Not really. I like just sort of glanced at the list of quests. I sort of glanced at the list of quests on the wiki. That's basically, I was like, oh, okay, 3.3, the box is way smaller than all the other boxes, therefore it's shorter. It was like half the size of like 3.2 and 3.4, which was sandwiched between. I was like, oh, okay, 3.3 I guess is a short one then. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received a word of a Gervanian advance? Or mayhap they have located a state, as to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. Yeah, we know what you really want, Alphino. You wanna fucking simp Estinian here. Something more brewed on the battlefield last you spoke. I get it. It's all good.
My friends, I
We're
thank
all
you
adults
for
here, you can tell us.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of
How do you
dragoons
lose
to
a big
reconnoiter
old
the
dragon
Chilean
like that?
wastes, but even they returned empty-handed.
Why not ask the other dragons? They don't like Nidhogg either.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that.
Yeah, but it would be better if it was on our terms,
Indeed,
not
he
his.
is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch.
Better have Skysteel Sanctuary in there, manufacturing there, because guns are pretty cool too.
Us, my lord?
They're pretty useful.
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
I mean, hey, I'm standing right here. No? Anyone?
You speak of Hraesvelga?
Oh, a dragon. Okay.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
I'm standing right here.
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be...
Look, I'm saying right here, Midgardsamir is probably listening on this conversation. Ask him.
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelga's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men.
But what if those affairs include the dragons and our relationship?
And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard.
And look, permanent
Come
after
what
this
may,
patch?
my friends, The battle with Nidhogg
Oh, that's
will mark the end
that was
of my
the
tenure as the
Ishgard
acting head of
housing
church
thing,
and
right?
state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
That's also like its own quest line, right? Kinda. Maybe I'll stream that at some point too.
Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success.
I'll definitely get the raid done before we like move on to 4.0 for sure.
Thank you.
Like I'll definitely catch up on some of the. I want to make sure I do all the extra stuff that I want to do before 4.0.
First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
Oh shit, he's coming with us. Custom deliveries. Ooh. Yeah, there's like a bunch of crafting shit I need to catch up on. There's apparently a lot of features from 3.0 and earlier that I still don't have because I haven't touched crafting in a while. Actually, now that I think about it, doing that firmament thing on stream, that might be a bit, simply because it's crafter related, right? I actually probably have like no crafters that I'd want to use for that at the moment because they're all like level 50. Like actually just level 50. It grieves me to impose upon you this matter, but you of all people should understand the threat we now face. It's no imposition, Sir Emmerich. To have been an eye, Ishgard is the second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We've no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike. We must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I've taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you'll be escorting me to Salmal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me. We will summon her Absolgear at Zenith in the Churning Mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it's best we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek to an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose then, as part of our concern for her condition, were she to succumb to her wounds, it could have grave consequences for our alliance. Other parts, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To Dravinian Forelands then. 1.5 levels in 30 minutes for any crafter gatherer. 30 minutes starts at level 1 for craft. Oh, cool. So I guess I'll just use it to level up then. Yeah, I need to I need to get on that at some point. I've been looking forward to doing some more crafting for a while. But anything I do off stream on this has been books. Because I figure, why the fuck not? I need to level something. It's a good way to level and get stuff done. Okay, where's that hole? Okay, found the hole easily this time. I always lose the hole. It's like a big gaping hole, and I can't find it. I guess I spawned on the right side of the crystal this time. Ah, 'tis the warriors of light and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and then we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize you unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou ought to protect me, mortal? I was tempered by the fires of battle ere the great grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called a friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so now, not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Salmal to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly. Thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Belsagear's heart remains unchanged then, a pity. But if it is folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way of thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Blade's trying to take a nap. She got fucking stabbed in the back. And we're just like, yo, you wanna like help us? No wonder she's upset. Yo, steak? Apple strudels. Yo, we can get some McDonald's apple pies. I'll take those. Custom deliveries is once a week, so those 1.5 levels are fleeting. It's fine. I usually... Like, honestly, maybe it changes at some point, but so far I've had a fine time just using gathering to get all my ingredients and then use it to craft like whatever the fuck. Because then it levels both at the same time. That's usually what I do. Though I expected no better answer for Dauphinir, I take no pleasure from having been proven right. It seemed our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. What is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let's begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Doing some last minute stuff for a Conquer Final Rest in King's Hearts 1 Proud? Damn, nice. Is it how many times have you beaten the first game on Proud? Because you were talking about how you beat like the others on whatever the other difficulty is called, Chaos? Or whatever they called it in 2. Let's go ahead if you wish, Abin. We shall join you outside Mogholm. Alright, I'll see you there. It's a shame this guy can't teleport. Where is it? 0. Oh, so it's your first time then. Oh god, there's tombstones for DOH&L? Ooh, man. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because like, I think I saw some vendor in Mordona that was like selling a bunch of what looked like high-end crafting gear. And it definitely needed like something weird that I didn't have at the time. But at the time I didn't even have the quest unlocked. I hear tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. You have lived to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, where an Estinian is sail yet walked along our side. Kupopo, is it you, Abin? If it isn't Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Abin? Don't put me on the spot. It was... Moglin is the one down south, below us. Moghan? I'm gonna be wrong. Oh, phew. You seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there, but I'm sure you were just fondly recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupo? Yeah, totally, that's it. Yeah. But pray our shared history to one side. What brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Another audience with old Hrausgir. Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the great worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith, while the winds are in our favor. You don't want to get blown off these islands. It's a long way down. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. You better not be plotting something. Nah, they seem pretty chill. I don't think they're plotting anything. Alright, let's just fly on over. Yeah, the good bird. Fuck yeah. I forgot I had this. I'm so glad I got this one. Can we just have this music play like 24/7? Because that would be amazing. One second here. Okay, that's on. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. I thought something was like screwed up with OBS, but we're good. So last night I got a shit ton of stuff done. That's why there was no stream today, because I was like asleep, or I'm sorry, Minecraft stream specifically, not today, because I was asleep until like half an hour ago-ish. But yeah, I got like a bunch of shit done. There will be a stream on Tuesday for sure. I got everything set up for that. Oh, is it down? Oh yeah, I guess it's down. I put a little teaser on it on Discord and Twitter, but that's like I was basically working on. I also got a bunch of new Minecraft stuff set up, so y'all have that to look forward to. I learned a lot about making Minecraft commands. Let's just put it that way. A ton about Minecraft commands, but I got a whole bunch of cool shit set up, and now that I understand how that mod works, yeah, I'm gonna be using that a lot more in the future. I really like the way it handles things. But I was able to do some really fun stuff that I didn't even know you could do in the mod, I discovered. But it's actually way more powerful than I thought it would be. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. So how close are we on this, on the dance evolution thing? 20,000 to go, okay. Yeah, I swear I keep meaning to, and I keep forgetting to like look up or get like the adapter for the cable, but I'm gonna do it. I'll probably do it like after stream, honestly. You dare summon me again, mortals?
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
Don't fuck this up. To parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother. Damn, you just got like 3 levels from it? Holy shit. Yeah, I guess that'll be a way to level up for sure. Yeah, crafting's gonna be like a whole other bag of worms I need to get through. But read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon. A bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Yeah, well, can we, like, rebuild that bridge? Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry over our vengeance? Know then that upon that cursed day, my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind became unto me the harbingers of our despair. It is only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask me or of me, but affirmeth thine incurable.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
He's a dragon. What do you mean, hope? Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back?
Because she dressed up nicely. Sail. Piteous, deluded as sail. The children did lament her past sins and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. As for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill. In other words, she just cosplayed the way that he liked.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mort of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay my own sibling to save a city of mortals?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Yeah, you fucking tell him. Hell yeah. Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred? Uh-oh. Dad's coming. Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed dragon slayer as well. I like the way he looks over, he's like, what? You know about this? Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? It is not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage. I would not commend thee, but ponder why thy course lest it lead thee into greater remorse. Yeah, let's not get selfish here. The second answer looks really bad. Nidhogg's transformation to rage incarnate is, in parts, of my own doing. I've rendered unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him his all-surpassing might. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall wait thee in the ruins where Ratattoskir once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. So I guess he's joining us? Maybe? Progress? Maybe he's just upset because his dad told him off. I would say that was progress. Probably. Hard to tell with dragons sometimes. They're a fickle bunch. Oh. I thought we had to go over there right away. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. This doubtless one of the children of whom Hrausvigr spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. I was gonna jump off, but then I remembered how high it actually is. Let's fly down. Keep it safe. Oh, yeah. Oh, am I gonna get put into like an instance thing now that I joined the party? That's usually how it goes. My broodmates and I will bear to you the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Oh, shit. Oh. We're going straight into a thing. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Majestic and forgotten, its existence unrecorded in the annals of man. A palace rests atop the clouds in the farthest reaches of the churning mists. This skyborn splendor was once home to Ratotskir, royal Ood sister to Hrausvigr and Nidhogg, until the treachery of mortals ensured that its stones would never again ring under the she-worm's talons. The dragons named it Sor Kai, a grieving apology for their failure to avert her fate, and they watched with infinite sadness as Ratotskir's empty roost was overrun by bird and beast. This is the place Hrausvigr has chosen for your trial. Prove yourself into faded shadow of one sibling, and convince the great worm to aid you against the wrathful shade of the other. Dungeon time. That was good timing. How long is this one gonna take? Oh, we got healer and we got DPS. Okay. I mean, we'll get that healer advantage hopefully. Hey, there's not like any other quests to do that I unlocked by accident, right? No? Good. Good. This place is nice and empty, the way it should be. Oh, sick, it finished. I need to like... I had to like remove some files, because I was almost out of space for recording tonight. And like I just had to juggle things around because I put everything into one folder and then I take stuff out to other folders later. But man, I'm gonna have to try and find more space here. I'm gonna have to probably turn my computer off and put in a new hard drive. I've got another one sitting here that's empty, but it's like I have to figure out how I'm gonna juggle this. Which one of these I can actually pull out. Not to mention I still need to put my... Yeah, like some of this is definitely gonna have to move or something. Not to mention I still have to, I need to plug in my CD drive too, so I'll probably try and do that at the same time, which is gonna be tricky. Look at that clean map, it looks nice. Exactly! Why do you think I do those quests? That way I don't have any more to do. Yeah, I'm definitely almost up to date. I'll probably upload some more after stream today. I would have done it earlier, but I was busy all day. But, you know, aside from the part where I fell asleep. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and get some more up. I need to, once I get caught up, I'm gonna go back and like, I'm gonna sort everything into separate playlists, because I realized, you know, having a playlist like 500 plus streams is kind of annoying. I'll leave that playlist too, but I wanted to put like all the game series into their own playlists as well. So I'll probably do that. And yeah, then I can finally get started on some, uploading some more Lego Star Wars. It's just sitting there. I just wanted to make sure I got caught up on VODs first. So wait, is this a dungeon? Or is this a... Yeah, it's a dungeon, right? Because there's only 4 people. It's not a trial. Even though they called it a trial. Yeah, it's a dungeon. Okay, okay. Wait, are these enemies? Oh. Is this gonna be like, whatchamacallit, what dungeon is that? In like the level 30 dungeon I played like a million times where you have to land these guys on panels and open doors? Hopefully not. Wait, I'm sorry, these things have like things sticking out of them? What the fuck? I don't think I've seen an enemy like this before. Yo, when do we fight the giant monster houses from 7 in this game? Can't tell me that they forgot about those. I would love to know how those would fit into the lore. I'll admit, I kind of don't remember what I'm doing exactly, but I'll figure it out. This is why I stream as DPS. As much as I love playing tank and other shit, I don't like doing it as new content. What the fuck was that? That was that move. Who did that? Oh, we're going fast. I like these guys. Do a little run and gun. Whoa, not that much run and gun. Where can we target the right person, please? Thank you. Bring him over here. God, these enemies are weird looking. Oh, I like this like Beyblade propeller thing. God, that's so weird. What's the lore behind these guys, huh? Riddle me this, Square Enix. Oh, I see. There's like a launch pad on the ground. I didn't actually notice that last time. That makes a lot more sense. So there's this Cloud Gardener. Some weird shit. Yeah, let's make a gardener, and it's just shaped like a cube with like a person sticking out. You know, for the hands so they can like actually do the gardening. It's genius. I'm sure no one will be like mentally scarred by whatever monstrosity they decide to create there. Wait, I thought, what? Why are we what? Excuse me, why are we fighting you? Hold on. What do you have against our goal here? Or are you just like playing along because the dragons asked you to? That's probably gotta be it. There's no way you actually have any ill will towards us. I'm guessing the best bet here is to just focus on Chief himself. Palm praise. Okay, do we need to do something for that, or is that just like get the fuck out of here? I'm gonna try and stay with the party. Oh, I see. We probably had to defeat the minions, which it looks like we did, so we're good. I mean, they were already pretty much defeated by the time I realized that, so we're good. They're all knocked out. Yeah, we're good. Very somber. I like these trees. They're everywhere in the churning mist, but really neat looking. So you found rest and you have Ansem left? Oh, good luck on Ansem. That shit's long as hell. It was long as hell on normal. I can't imagine what it's like on fucking Proud. Tedious as fuck too, I would imagine. Actually, I mean, Ansem, okay, final Ansem wasn't that bad. It was just kind of long, and I was a little worried that dying would mean I have to do everything again. But it was okay. But I can only imagine on Proud, like, how on top of things you might have to be. Like, I definitely got hit a few times. I was just sitting there out healing everything, for the most part. And I felt pretty safe as a result. But on Proud, I don't know if you'd have that luxury. Oh shit, what's this? An Anzu! I haven't seen one of those in a little bit. Was that like a skeleton back there? Oh, I thought it was a skeleton. It's another bird. It looked like a skeleton. for like a split second from the right angle. No, let's stay inside the healing circle. That seems like a smart idea. Stay outside of the red circles and stay in the blue circles. That's how you're supposed to play the game, right? Oh, I got harpies now too? Or sorry, tennis shales? Some interesting looking wings. I love that for the most part, Final Fantasy enemy design is just like, alright, everyone in the office, draw the weirdest creature you can think of. Just draw something super abstract. We don't care what it is. It will be in the game. We'll put it somewhere. We just need weird ass creature drawings. It's like what it feels like. It just feels like they just took everyone's OCs and were like, yep, you go in the game, you go in the game, we'll put you in the game. Look at this horse. Is this a boss? Hawkraj. Hawkraj? Is this gonna be like one of those things where you don't get knocked? Well, we can't get knocked off here, so we're probably fine, right? Maybe? Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Other side? Yeah, okay. Get over here. Whoa! Oh, God. That was something we need to, like, stay to the side, right? Is this a tutorial fight for some new mechanics that I'm unfamiliar with? That's what kind of feels like. Oh, I actually can't summon my turret. Thought I could. Stay to the side. Cloud call. Okay, arrow means get away or gather. I'm just gonna stand here. It's kind of out of the way-ish. Oh, no, that's the meteor thing, right? Yeah, that's like the meteor thing. Shit. Okay, that's fine. It's only 1,000 damage. It's an easy one. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, that was a good rescue. Don't want to like stand on here? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Electrocution seems safer than wherever the fuck that was gonna be. I'll take it. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, that's not good electrocution though. We're good, we're good. Final boss time? Or almost final boss. I guess we're going back to the shrine there. Or not the shrine. Whatever the place is called. Making our way back. We'll probably have to fight Krausiker himself, I would imagine. Been a while since we fought a big old dragon. There he is. Look, we survived the giant Pegasus horse in the clouds. I think we can survive wherever the fuck you throw at us. Big Zeb striker back there. Well, with all his lightning attacks. You know, let's throw one of those down. Might as well. Oh shit. What's this? Can't target it. Maybe let's not stand there. Yeah, okay, that was a good place to not stand. Shoot him in the face. Oh, I thought the tank already had it. Whoops. Was a little early. Little trigger happy there on that one. It's all good. We're fine. Just a blizzard dragon. What's the worst that could happen? Going head first. Leroy Jenkins style. Yo, boss time? Oh, we still got another section to go. Oh, cutscene time. You used a Roga during the final section of Kingdom Hearts? I couldn't figure out. My Roga just, it felt like shit. So I just never used that spell. The only spell I think I really used was Kiraga anyways. So like, you know what? Heal, save all magic for healing, wail on him. Seems like the best way to do things. Wait, your circle doesn't even heal? So what am I standing in it for? I don't even need to stand in it. I'm just like, you know what? It's a good thing. I'm gonna stand there. Okay, this looks like a horrible, horrible time. I can see what's gonna happen here. Don't fall off. And then use these to bounce around. I think we had a fight similar to this a while ago. Obviously, you want to get off the triangles, or the circles here if you can. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. I can't see because I'm in the fire. Go over to here. Oh, go back. Go in with the group. I picked the wrong one, okay. But hey, I got out of the way. That's all that matters. I successfully dodged the attack. And at the end of the day, I don't think anyone can really complain. Going over there's a bad idea. Or is it? Wait, no. I should go over there, because I can't reach him from here. Oh, fuck. Okay. I was like, wait, I shouldn't go over there, because it's, like, close. But then I should, because it's, like... I'm gonna go over here. How about that? Because it's, like, not close, but I can still reach. Maybe. I don't know what kind of attacks we're dealing with. I mean, Jotun's over here. It's probably safe. Oh, fuck! I like this fight. This fight's actually kind of fun. I'm getting absolutely bodied by his attacks, though. Get that defense in. There we go. Nice, good shit. Alright, just a little bit more. It's okay, we can just power through it. Power through it. Yeah, there we go. Did it. Easy. It does mitigation. Okay, so it does mitigation, yeah. I'm not gonna leave. No, definitely. I figured it was worth staying in, don't worry. I do my best to stay in those circles. Defense is nice. Why do you think I keep blasting Tactician all the time? Anything in here that looks cool? I know it's all useless. The ring, mail, scarf. Nah, I'm good on that stuff. I'm good, Chief. I'm leaving. I like that boss fight, jumping around like that. I'm sure that's a mechanic that we'll see lots of in the future. Wait, the tank wasn't staying in it? I think you're right. I was like Okay, I thought the tank was a Dragoon, because I just saw black and black and I got them mixed up together. Bereft and I, my brood brother, was a fearsome foe indeed. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, full well can I imagine how thou didst bring him low. The dread title of Azure Dragoon is no empty appellation. Very well. I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deeds shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Jeez, what made you so out of breath?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning.
You have to run a marathon?
Seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
That you yet stand as ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and on the soul of lost Assail. The only reason you like Assail is because she looked like Shiva. You could summon an apparition of her. She dressed as your favorite waifu. That's the only reason you liked her, admit it. Don't fucking try and hide that shit. Oh, my poor ribs. Relsvigr saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir. But her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her injury. If my trial pales into insignificance next to yours, how fared you in your duel with Relsvigr? I take it from that your battle was rather more involved than my own. Vidofnir seemed largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging and snapping fangs and slashing claws, I scarce had time to aim a blow. If he truly meant me harm, of course, I would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, but the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots, it was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Very often tanks don't stay in. Tanks aren't supposed to move. Or at least try not to move too much. Unless the enemies make them move. With the name of Vifena Jester, you might fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Gee, thanks. You see how my wings are kinked? Even my paw makes. After this drubbing, fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Abin's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Mogham. Yeah, don't talk back to your king. Triple? That's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
They just not want to give, like, the Moogles a voice actor? Is that why that cutscene was...
The battle was indeed
not voiced?
Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelgr's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Well, there you go. I'm guessing we're going to clean all this up by the end of 3.3 because 4 and 5 are supposed to be prologues, right? We're going to save Estinian in the very shortly here. The cry Herodeth is coming. Oh, he's speaking English this time. Okay. That's good.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Time to end this war. Even though the other 2 patches are also called part of the Dragon Song War, according to the wiki. But then again, the wiki could be wrong. Wiki's always wrong on many things. If they can't even get coordinates right, why should they be able to get something simple like this right? An end to the song, this must be it. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. I wasn't looking at future stuff, it was literally the title of the page. That's all. Oh, I know what this roar means, don't worry.
I must return to my city without delay.
I wasn't looking at anything, trust me. I don't stay still long enough in those screens to look at shit. Yo, we gonna ride him? Hell yeah. Can I get another dragon mount? Is he able to transform his size to something more manageable? Don't worry, if you're mad cause spoilers, I didn't see a thing. I have no clue what's gonna happen next. I figure we're probably gonna save Estinian though. Like, that just seems likely. But who knows, maybe Estinian's just gonna die in our arms or something. That could be a twist. I'm not sure which would be more unexpected, him to live or him to die. Oh shit. Yeah, just knock him off the bridge. Damn, that was a sick attack.
Remember your training. We hold fast until the Lord Commander
Dragon must have been
returns.
really weak if a simple stab like that killed it. Whereas, you know, you compare it to like Relsvigir and how a simple stab didn't kill her.
We must hold.
That's okay, we're almost here. Cavalry's coming. Man, how hot does their fire have to be to like light the very stone on fire? Like, it turned to molten rock and it's on fire. That must mean there's some sort of combustant or fuel in the mixed in with the stone somewhere. Help make all those bricks. Otherwise, there's no way that you could do that. Molten rock doesn't just set on fire unless it has something. Time to fight. Now, is this another like duty thing, or is this going to be a trial? I feel like, or not trial, instance, like a single player instance, because I have a feeling it's probably gonna be a single player instance.
By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
Wow, it's almost like maybe it is Nidhogg. Oh no, it's us. That would have been funny if it was actually just Nidhogg. It's like, wow, that one looks like Nidhogg. I mean, to be fair, it does kind of look like Nidhogg a little bit.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Hey, fuck you. Had to do a trial. Blame the dragon. Oh, there's Nidhogg. Yo, dragon fight, let's go. Dragon versus dragon. They're just gonna stand there, look at each other. Wherefore standest thou with these vermin, brother? Abandon this war, shade. The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten, but reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance, and be at peace. What soft-handed ramblings are these? Thy dalliance with thy vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume had made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's bloodshed. I dare speak of my beloved? So the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out, but waste not thy fear in words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for battle. Was this guy just upset that he likes anime? And that he's simping for his favorite waifu? And then Nidhogg's like, nah, what the fuck you doing, bro? Anime ain't real. Your anime goth girlfriend is dead. She died 1,000 years ago. Get over it. Yo, I'm ready to see this fight. I don't know, I think these two, we can make an exception about getting closer to beat the shit out of, because they seem pretty content staying far away and beating the shit out of each other from a distance. They got long range stands here. Oh shit. I was joking about the stand thing, but I guess I probably shouldn't have been. No escape now, at least for us. Maybe we should finish off the other dragons in the meantime. And I'm trying to make bookmarks so I can get like thumbnails later, but I legit cannot. So, like, the bookmark system on Twitch is like actually busted right now. Something went wrong. Yeah, fuck you, Twitch. Breaking shit randomly for no reason. Oh yeah, let's just rend a portal through space-time in the sky. Now look what you guys have done. Your waifu wars have wrought this on the world. This is why we don't argue about anime, kids. You might just open a portal to hell. Oh, fuck! Fine. Guess I'll do it myself. Holy shit. Actually dead? Well, that didn't take long. Thou art weak, Razvikir. A slithering worm who fawneth over the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years I've fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me. Glory not in thy victory, Shade. The battle is not yet won. My power, my hope, have I trusted to another. Thine eye! What hast thou done? Yo, we getting our dragon transformation? Or no, you need both eyes for that, I think. It's okay, we got one of the Dragon Balls anyways, so. Wait, what? No, we're not actually transforming, are we? Fool! Thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength? Well, if it's such a foolish decision, why don't you come at me? I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair and best a half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance. Just casually walking over to him. Henshina Go-Go, baby! No? Probably not. That'd be cool, but probably not. The final steps of faith now accessible. How long is this gonna take to queue up here? Imbued with Razvikir's last sliver of hope, you stand at the forefront of your allies as the last bastion against the raging shade of Nidhogg. Have you the resolve to conquer the great worm at the height of his power? Or will Ishgard perish in fire and ruin? Here, on the battle-stricken steps of faith, your deeds shall decide how the final verse of a 1,000-year dirge of grief and vengeance will be sung. Oh shit, I need to get rid of the other one. Clear selection. Why was that still queued? That was weird. Yeah, why was that still queued? You'd think that it would, like, unqueue it because I went into it, but okay. That should be an option. Like an option to be like, hey, if you go into a dungeon, clear my queue, please. Clear queue after dungeons. Let's see if we get to listen to this music in the meantime. Your hand's just big enough that it blocks your eyes. I know, like, okay, I love this outfit, but yeah, I hate how the hat is like just the right size and angle in every cutscene to just block the face. And it's not even in like a cool, like, brooding way. Like you're just looking out over the brim of your hat. It's like actually just blocking it, and it just looks like I got a big floppy hat on. That's way too big for my head. It is a nice hat. It's a nice outfit. Like, this outfit, I'm definitely saving. I'm not getting rid of this outfit for sure. It looks really cool. It has like a weird, like, steampunk mafia aesthetic to it that I kind of enjoy. But that hat's very unfortunate. I'll admit, not super crazy about the gun. Wouldn't mind seeing what the other weapons look like in this set, but I'm not super crazy about the gun. But the rest of it's kind of cool. It was most of my story with the consistent outfit as Red Mage, felt very warrior-esque. Yeah, I can't wait to see what some of the other costumes look like. Oh man, Red Mage is gonna have some sick stuff. I like Red Mage's base outfit, and I can't wait to see what Red Mage is gonna look like once you start getting into like the job quests and stuff for 60 or 70. I'm gonna have to do all that shit, probably off stream at some point. Is that like a giant spider I saw crawling across my floor just now? Where'd it go? That's the best part. You see a spider crawl across like the open, clear open area of your floor. One moment, you look away for like 5 seconds and then it's just gone. Don't know where it goes. As if your Warrior of Light had any character progression. Well, it depends. Were you mad because small? Because then if so, that would be character progression. We all saw how that went. And get some water after reading all that dragon shit. So I've been playing Lego Star Wars, the new one that came out. I know, it's kind of... It's insane how, in the time between starting my Lego Star Wars Let's Play on YouTube, and now, there's been an entire Lego Star Wars game that has been announced and came out after being delayed for like 3 years. Holy shit, is it good though? It's gonna be weird when I start doing recordings of Complete Saga, and then I'm still playing Skywalker Saga, and like switching back and forth between the two, because they're very different games. I'm gonna like expect things that don't exist in the other. But it's really cool. The fucking combat system in that thing has no right to be that good. There's absolutely no reason for it, and yet it's basically Lego Devil May Cry. Like, you can go onto Twitter and you can see like all the combo videos people are making. People put together legit combo videos on YouTube for different characters, because different characters have their own combos. And I don't just mean like character classes, I mean actual different characters have their own combos. You can like even use the combos to just cross huge gaps that you otherwise shouldn't be able to do. It's amazing. I think the funniest part is like, because they made it so you can't kill Kid Anakin, because he's a kid I guess, you can just wail on him endlessly and do like all these sick combos. Like, I don't know how people are doing half this shit. They're like jumping. It's got like Nier Automata combat where you can like, where jump is part of your combo. So jumping, you can cancel into aerial and then cancel into jump again and then cancel into aerial. And then apparently you can even cancel it back into another jump if you time it right. There's like different combos if you wait and then attack as opposed to just attacking. Like, I don't know why there's so much effort put into this combo system for like, really, you're not even gonna get to use it because enemies have like 4 health at most. It doesn't make any sense. Only there's like a versus mode in that game. Because Complete Saga has a versus mode, which I'm hoping to show off on stream at some point. But this game does not have a versus mode, and you'd think with a combat system like that, it would. But it's so fucking good. If you like Star Wars, definitely check out Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, or Skywalker Saga. Complete Saga 2, but more so Skywalker Saga. So far, I'm playing with my friend, we're playing through like the prequel trilogy, and they've so far just like taken the piss out of that entire trilogy. It's great. They've made fun of Anakin killing the Sand People, his mom dying. Kid Anakin is like the butt of all the jokes. They've poke fun at his like hatred of sand. It's like prequel memes condensed into a single game. It's great. I love it. Such a good game. Worth the wait. Even if it does have a few performance issues in split screen mode. But I definitely recommend getting it on PC because then you can play it with other people online. Because it's technically the only version that has online. Well, I think you can do it on PS5. I think there's like a similar feature where you can like share in your screen and do like remote play with another person. I'm not sure though, but Steam definitely has that feature. Oh, we got 3 people now. Okay, I was like gonna say, how long is this gonna take? Part of me wants to just leave and go do something, but I feel like it would ruin the tension with the music and shit if I did. So I'm not going to. Supposed to be having my journal here. I have like a bunch of shit. I was like working at Az's Law at some point. I need to finish that off stream. I'll probably still... This is the... What is this one? This is a thing. These blue quests I'll definitely do on stream. But then there's like all these ones down here too. I'll probably still do this one on stream, honestly. This seemed kind of interesting. Looks like I'll have a bit of plot of its own to it. You equipped your old outfit? Oh, perfect! Good, you equipped it just in time. Excellent. Time to actually go. Knights of Round Weapon 2? Ooh, sick. I need to figure out how to record like the versus stuff in Complete Saga. I might, I'll probably have to ask for some help with that. Maybe my friend would be willing to do some recording. Get some footage for that because the versus mode in Complete Saga is sick. Oh, damn it. Serious? Wow. Are they like fucking triple triad or some shit? Why? Why would you do this? Yo, this guy's sitting here in a cutscene. Why aren't they in the party? I'm surprised they're not in our party. Maybe they are. Thank God that everyone's back. We're missing a healer, but that's fine. Oh, okay, let's go. Please. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, this looks like it's just a boss fight. The final steps of faith. Yeah, the bookmark system is just completely borked. That's unfortunate. I like using the bookmarks to like get good screenshot material for thumbnails. That's okay. I don't always remember to do it anyway, so I'm used to scrubbing the video. Nidhogg. Time to actually defeat Nidhogg. True Nidhogg is here. Alright, stay with the group. Yeah, go that way so that we don't get attacked, hopefully. I'll stay near the side in case he does like back attacks with his tail. Seems likely anyways. Oh, he's walking. Oh, he's going. Yeah, there's your back attack. Oh, good shit. Wow, wait, his tail was the safe spot. What the hell? Interesting. Oh no, where is he? Oh, he's over here. Okay. Oh, easy avoid. We're good. Oh, that was not something I should have stand in. That was the wrong kind of circle. My bad. It's okay, I didn't get a debuff from that, so we're good. Okay. Oh, cheese minions. Easy. No, don't target me. What the fuck, dude? Where's the tank? Where's the tank? That was that shit. I didn't even know where the tank was. I didn't know who I should be bringing it to because I didn't want to like overbear the other person who's probably doing his own shit. Oh wow, you died. Oh shit, what happened there? Okay, that dragon's down. Now we can work on this dragon. Whoops. Shadow dragon. Yo, that sounds sick. He's like a punchy dragon. Oh, look at him go. That's kind of cool. Let's save all the big fancy attacks here for Nidhogg. Oh, Nidhogg's gonna do his thing. Oh, yeah. Good thing I didn't fall off. Could you imagine? Ah. Yo, what is this shit? Oh, God. Oh, I should not have stood there. Yo, this looks sick. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. Where are we moving? Yeah, there we go. Now we're moving. Moving-ish, moving. Moving and grooving. Okay, what now what? Now what? Oh, get away, get away, get away. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah! Well, oh! Whoa! What's that other orange circle? I need to watch out for that one. Staying out of everything if I can. That one was like a little hard to separate. We were all so grouped together. Fortunately, I think it kind of worked out. We're probably fine. I don't think that could have gone much better. Okay, watch out for that attack. Oh, don't have a circle that time. Okay, so it seems like only half the group gets those circles. Oh, fuck. I'm one with the circle. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here. It seems okay. Oh, get out of there. Should we probably, like, take out these other dragons, or can we even do that? No, everyone's concentrating on Nidhogg. We're good. We're good. Could we have dodged that? Oh, yeah, no. I thought that was in between things. I didn't realize that was part of it. I saw the circle and I thought that's where we needed to stand. Didn't realize that was like a whole cone. I thought it was like a split line. We're okay. It's only one death. Just gonna throw this on to give me a little extra health. Okay, just stand still, we'll be fine. Should we be like attacking something else here? He's taking like no damage, but I mean he's taking some damage. Everyone's attacking him. Oh fuck. The bet stay. Oh god. Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, get out there. He's getting a little aggressive. The dragon is aggressive. Oh fuck. What was that move? Oh, what? Okay. I just took some DOT, I guess. Man, why is it always me that dies? Like, everyone always seems to know what they're doing here. There we go. Did we actually defeat him this time? I'm glad that shooting him in the face was the answer to saving Nestinian. If it was anything more complicated than that, I'm not sure the Warrior of Light could have handled it. Can't talk to Nestinian. Just gonna sit there. Get out of here. Yeah, the orange starting and stopping was a little tricky to see for sure.
Estinian!
But it was just like really dark in the center, so I actually thought it was empty in the center. That's why I stood there, because it was the closest. But he also, like that other text, sometimes the orange just doesn't blend well with the rest of the stage, and then you can't tell where it is at all.
To be mine end. Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg!
Is that all you care about, being vengeance? I think that's your purpose? No! Slaps the spear out of his hand. Oh, wait, actually though? Yeah, actually though?
This is not your hand, worm!
Hey, he's back! Oh my god. Ooh!
Wilt obey.
Now, was that a death grip, or is he alive?
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
Fucking do it. No, why'd you put your gun away? Shoot him in the face! You're actually gonna try this? Yeah, idiots. Use your fucking gun, pull the trigger, end this war. Easy.
Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
Look, it's what he probably wants anyways. He'd probably be more pissed if you let him live.
I won't let you!
Your boyfriend seems to care about you very much, though. Holy shit, they actually got the Dragon Balls back. You know, it wouldn't have to be this way if you weren't just so angry all the time. Angry because dragon's not a good excuse.
One soul's cry, a passion welling within.
So are they just like inept? Can't be used for power anymore? Now he's got these huge wounds on him. Look at that MS Paint purple.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Shouldn't we just smash them instead? Don't just throw over the edge, someone can find them. No! Smash them! What the fuck? That's how you let Nidhogg come back. Like 1,000 years from now. Typical, not our problem. Idiots. Look what you guys did. You just fueled the plot for the next expansion by doing that.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend.
What, his like giant gaping
Lucia,
warts
summon the healers.
just
I want them
go
ready to
away?
receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Don't worry, Alf. No, he's not gonna kiss him. You'll get your chance soon. The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
And our alliance hath served its purpose. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill and not mine eye which earned thee victory. I wish thy companion a safe, swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man. Wait, wasn't he missing a wing? Doesn't look like he's missing a wing anymore. It grew back pretty fast.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well. Even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
That's the real travesty. I'm no longer receiving an XP bonus. Through the haze of our pain, I swear I sense. But no, the past is done. We must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. Only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's Shade will beget many an epic ballad, Abin, and rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more epochal victories. Though I must admit, I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your sake, had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much more of our friend remains. Let's pay a visit to Lucia, and beg news of his condition. Well, it's not over yet. We don't know if Estinian's fine. Estinian's probably still got like the spirit of the dragon in him or some bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if Nidhogg's still around. I don't trust it. Not after the fact that we defeated him once before. And it made pretty certain... That's up here. And it was like, no, you totally defeated him. Congratulations. And then it was like, psych. No, you didn't. So I don't trust this one either. Abin, Master Alphino, my honored friends, As if winning Race Valgard to our cause was not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of today were Bin and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength in arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitaller captain. I'm told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were once held hostage for many days. You must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Emmerich is never long for Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment they are for any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmond and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Bin. 'Twould seem that we are awaited at Foretop Manor. They're gonna kiss. If they don't kiss, I'll be surprised. He's just waiting for his fuck buddy to come back. It's not gay, they're just really good homies. Exactly, it's not gay if you say no homo. But do you think Alphino has any intention on saying that? Didn't think so.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
Don't you dare fucking pin this on the power of friendship, Alphino. You know how fucking hard it was to pull out those eyes? They were in there pretty good and tight.
Of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
It's okay that you're not as cool as me.
Brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
I get that it's supposed to be pronounced that way because of the way it's spelt, but that's not, that word just sounds wrong with a long A.
Subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
Yes, you did your part. You stopped the dragons from invading the city.
Certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
And by stop watching, you mean, you know, go and join the fight, right?
Determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Alright, boy, I'm ready to kill Nidhogg 2. Yeah, Nidhogg 2's coming. They didn't destroy the eyes like they were supposed to.
Master Alphino has grown.
Like, is there something I'm missing here why they didn't destroy the eyes? Because I feel like that would be the better solution.
In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Who knows? Exactly. Like, I feel like whatever could have possibly happened from smashing the eyes, at least if you smash the eyes, it would have only happened once. By leaving the eyes intact, even if they were tossed off a cliff, now someone can find them and totally bring Nidhogg back. There's no way that wouldn't happen. Like, just smash them, deal with whatever comes out of them, and then get it over with. You're done. Never have to worry about them ever again. 1,000 years from now, someone else is gonna find those eyes. Nidhogg's are gonna come back. Dragons are gonna hate whoever does that, because they'll be like, you fucking idiot, why would you do this? Dumbass. I fought like 1,000 years ago to get rid of Nidhogg, and now you brought him back. Absolute morons. Abin, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? Seek Master Alphino. He came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. Well, he begged to sit at Estinian's side. I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Hurelsfigur's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian's barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had not fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on a patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, and as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind, revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling, and in the ungentle tidings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once. I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Uh-oh. Lord Commander, your presence is required at the infirmary. Is he? Tell them I'm on my way. We walk in there. Estinian's got like a tail and scales. Quickly, Abin, we must go see him. On proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Are we talking like hours of time? Or are we talking like not hours of time? It's a lie? Why would they do this? I was down for movie time, but okay. It's like 15 minutes. That's not too bad. You know what? That's long enough. That's long enough to warrant a warning, I'd say. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead, isn't he? Man fucking died.
Estinian.
Man's fucking dead. Oh, I forgot I turned it off. Shit. There we go. Oh shit, several times there in EW there were 15-minute cutscenes with no warning? What the hell? What was the consistency on this shit? Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Or that's just a zombie corpse.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Have we seen him without his hat on?
Forgive me.
I don't think we
When
have.
I saw you awake and I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Probably the former.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. 'Tis an honor to share the mantle of Azure Dragoon with one such as you.
Hell yeah. Guess it would have been pretty lore apt to play through this as Dragoon, but
when last we met, I did willingly.
Dragoon's busy doing other stuff.
Heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor.
I mean, he's been harboring that grudge for 1,000 years. Seems understandable.
There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind.
I mean, think about it, you got your vengeance, at least.
Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me.
Says neither of them had a choice, but Nidhogg could have totally just stopped.
Had them to gainsay my obsession,
didn't have to attack.
It would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him. And we would have been in all respects alike.
I mean, what would the Ishgardians have done? Actually go after the dragons into their territory? Doubt it.
Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest.
Oh, he's gonna die anyways. Okay.
Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
Well, you're gonna have to find a new Azure Dragoon, because I ain't taking it up.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the steps of faith, Sir Emery called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state.
Or he's gonna rescind his title.
'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic.
Okay, the only time I heard the words "New Republic" didn't end too well.
Now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons.
I love democracy.
Church was separated from state, the foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident.
Proposed the
His
new
duty done,
Ishgardian
Emmerich de Borel gladly
Republic.
stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
Oh, yo, dragons get part of this too?
Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emmerich's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
Kids came to see the big dragons.
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
I guess it's more of an honorary title now. It's okay. I still got my spear. Oh, he's keeping his too. Looks like Geralt. Probably because I haven't seen him without his hair before. It's all been in a helmet.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
I like how Midgardsamir was like cool enough with me putting a chair and stirrups on him. Like he's totally chill with me just riding him around like my personal vehicle. Not even like any of the other animal mounts that I have any sort of like saddle or anything like that. Well, except Behemoth. Behemoth did. But I'm pretty sure all the others I'm like riding bareback. Oh, the wiki was okay. I mean, I figured this was the end because yeah, it just made too much sense. I figured the wiki was wrong. Like, there's no way it was right. They just grouped it all together because dumb wiki shit. Wiki stupid. It made too much sense. Like, I don't think it's really a spoiler to say this was the end of the Dragon Song War. It was pretty fucking obvious. I'd be more surprised if someone didn't realize this was it because. Like, it's assuming you know the pattern of how the patches work. There's no reason to believe that this is not the end. Of course, if someone doesn't know how patches work, then sure, fair enough. But I know that 4 and 5 are for other things. What is this quest? Is this like hard mode of the thing we just did? What the hell's this? Do I get a minion for that? Alright, you want fine, we'll pick it up. We're right here. Ah, Ben, I was looking for you, or rather, your friend Wedge was. That's the most puzzling message he did, with instructions conveyed to you verbatim. Request for your presence at the Aetherochemical Research Facility in Azaz La for a project of utmost secrecy. Sounds like nonsense to my ears, but he assured me you'd grasped his intent. Well, that's the message, and now I've delivered it. Cool. Probably can't be too crazy if we're just getting a minion out of it. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero wandering his way toward the city on Drakenback. Welcome home, Abin. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? What strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of a house of lords? But these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we imagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, reassure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Abin, and please, convey my warmest regards to Master Alphino. Now where am I going? Oh, okay. Can you believe you're still in the trial? Yeah. I mean, we're getting close to the end though, right? Like this is technically 3.4, right? So I want to know what the connecting thread is here, because honestly, I was expecting like an Ascian to show up at the end of 3.3 or something to like just, you know, try and thread it back into whatever the fuck's happening next, because so far what it sounds like, where the hell's the crystal? I got lost. This way, it's good. So far it's like, alright, we solved all your problems, we fixed your town. Bye, I guess. Because like there's, how does this connect to whatever the fuck's supposed to happen next, right? Where do we go from here? At least like last time there was a bit of a connection thread there. Like they foreshadowed going to Ishgard and everything. But this is just like, what the hell's gonna happen now? There's been no connecting thread yet. I spoke with Sir Amric. I do not envy him in his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet though her people may stumble from time to time, I know none better than Sir Amric to lead the march of progress. As for us, it remains a small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Ascian machinations and a seemingly endless procession of primals. We too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. Hey, what do we get here? Wind up Amric. Dragon Song orchestration roll. Oh, nice. And a coat. Damn. We dressed in fancy tonight. Can I see this coat? Wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. And those distant locales include... Surely it's not the places I've already been, because why would there be? What purpose would that serve? And who are you? Oh, are you one of those guys from the, Yeah, there's one of those, dark gurus of the dark or whatever. Yeah, is he going to go after those eyes? Dumbass. Yeah, I fucking knew it! Idiots. Absolute morons. Yeah, let's just throw in the eyes of the dangerous guy that we're fighting this whole time down the cliff. There's surely nothing bad will come of it. Yeah, no one's gonna find those eyes. Here's the Ascian plot I was looking for. Thank you, Blanhards. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. Ah yes, the usual place. The back alley in Twilight Town. All is proceeding as expected then. Aye, there's naught to concern us. Aside from one overly curious mouse. I'm a cat, thank you very much. Oh, you're talking about him. What the fuck is Alphino doing here? Ooh. This way. Him again. This is of no moment. They will play their part and we will play ours. And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies, men and dragon rise above, voices joined in song, but beneath shrouded bows, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. There it is. Now we get the new shit. Now I finished 3.3. That's red Alphino? What do you mean it's red Alphino? Where's blue Alphino? Or yellow Alphino? Or hell, even green Alphino? Well, we might as well continue. I want to do story today. We'll do side shit next stream of this. Master Ma! Master Ma! You are coming at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor by a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emmerich de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Master Oma to dine with him at his estate. Oh, yo, dinner party? Boy, I sure hope nothing wacky happens at this dinner party. That's how many dinner parties where something went horribly wrong? Twice? Yeah, it's kind of weird it happened twice. Surely it won't happen a third time. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? We glanced at the wood by having the foggiest what to wear. Any thoughts? Did they just get a coat? Oh, you know what? Okay, sure. Let's see what his suggestions are. I've been wearing this the whole time. It's a little sweaty, a little dirty. You would ask me. Well, I am sure that as a personal friend of Sir Emmerich, you are at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. At least, that is what Lord Neleron has been heard to say. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. A man of House Borel shall be waiting near there to escort you the rest of the way. Alphino's the blue. Oh, right, no, that's right. That's his sister. Right, you know what? I admit, I forgot that his sister dresses just like him. I was like, man, how did Alphino get down to the forest so quickly? But that explains everything. Should we actually put the coat on? I want to see what this coat looks like. It looked kind of sick, kind of snazzy. I could put this coat back on, my gesture coat. I don't think I actually need to make room for it. 1 second. Whoops. No, this first. We have to go to here. Sort. Get rid of some of this crap I don't need. What about this thing? Cashmere Robe of Healing. Is this something I wanted to keep? Or can I desynth that? Nope, we can desynth that. There we go. Oops. Inventory. And we can put the coat on. We can put the crown on too. Let's equip the coat. That doesn't look at all good with the hat. What if I equip the crown? Insufficient. Okay, we're gonna fix that. We gotta dress up for this dinner party after all. Turban? Nah, fuck turbans. I don't wear no turban. Don't worry, they get different outfits and Shadowbringers, you think? That's still like... It's so long from now. What the fuck? I didn't think of doing it earlier. Okay, let's equip the crown. Yes! Excellent! Beautiful! That's what we'll go. If only I got to keep the dress that I got to show off at the fashion show, that would have been great. I would have gladly worn the dress. Where does he live now? Over there. You want me to dye it? What color should I dye it? Do I have any dye on me? Dye. I don't know if I have any colors. I think I put all my colors away. I'd have to go get them. I guess that's not hard to do. I just have to go to Retainer. Where is it? Guild Cozier. I mean, I have dyes. I have dyes for days. Just have to go get them. There's the bell. Oh, yo, look at all that money. I'll be taking my money. Thank you. And we want to take some items out. Where's all my dyes? So what we have in here, we have white, gray, pink, red, several shades of red, black, orange, but it looks more like brown, white, but it looks more like yellow, yellow, green, but it's actually turquoise. Are these colors? They can make more sprites. Nice blue. You know how you could have fixed this problem without like having to make a million sprites? Make the sprite gray, and then you color in the part with whatever color it is programmatically, like literally every other game in existence. Especially since you already have the data like attached there as a little tiny dot. You could have just applied that same data to the sprite itself. But no. Should we make it grape? I mean, okay, if we're going to go for like, you know, medieval times shit, there's nothing grander than wearing a purple coat, because purple is like a rare, expensive color, and that's how you showed you were cool and rich and famous. Oh, I know the color is the dot on the top right, but I'm just saying it's like I'm making fun of the fact that it's turquoise, but it's clearly green. Like, okay, for turquoise, I would have said blue would be more appropriate. If you're gonna like keep to this like static thing, why is this yellow? This could easily, you could have just made that a white color like this one. And this pink, you could have made like a pink dye. And orange, there's no orange sprite that you could have used. That's clearly brown. I don't know what color is going to look good on this thing, so let's just take all of them. And we can experiment. Look, we gotta dress our best for this dinner party, okay? We got important cutscenes coming up. Our future is at stake here. We need to look our best. Did I have any in here? I probably have like a ton of dyes in here. I have a few. Probably all the same. Wait, I'm sorry, does that say UI brown? What kind of color is that? Marsh green? Well, I like that one. Okay, now we can dye our coat. Can we dye this too? No, that one's not dyeable. UL. Oh, sorry. Apparently, you know, apologies for not understanding L's that look like I's, because the English language and the most popular fonts are so fucked that we can't be arsed to put crosses on our I's or make our L's more distinct. No. I's gotta be straight lines just like the L's. The only way you can tell is because there's like a 3-pixel difference in their height. I've seen kanji with more distinct features than that. And there's some fucked up kanji too. Okay, what colors we have here? We have Snow White. We have black. We have gray. White. No, we gotta go for some like fancy colors here. Man, I wish I had some of these dyes. Could you imagine making it like shiny green like this? I would love to figure out how to make her get these dyes. What do we got for greens? That's a nice green. I'm digging that green. That one's actually okay too. There's the turquoise. This is what bone white looks like. That just looks boring. Sunset orange. Isn't that basically what I have it as? No, I guess not quite. It's not quite the same color. Do I not have a pink? Oh, this is the pink. That pink sucks. Where was that old whatever brown? Or is that this? That's sunset. Did they have like old something? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's brown, but it's under yellow. Okay. That's not even yellow or brown. I guess it's beige. Not really neither. Let's go for this. No, that's too dark. Where's that lighter one that I had? This one. I like this one. Dye. That's better looking. Not quite the ideal green, but it's close enough for my liking. Alright, where's this party? Where's the party? Party's up here. No, it's down here. Now where is it? Oh, it's like way down here. I'm going to a party, but you know, I gotta stay armed at all times. Like a true American. Greetings and well met, Master Oma. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Burrell, though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, that battlefield beckons even now, I am sure. But for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Telling you, man, I would have looked so much better in that dress. Shame you don't get to keep it. Yo, that meal looks pretty delicious, not gonna lie. They're like fucking salad and salmon. Is that broccoli on lettuce? I don't know about that combination, Chief, but you know what? Sure. Perfectly fine. Why do I need 3 glasses? Why does he need 3 glasses?
Such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Yeah, you don't even want to know what those stupid-ass Mughals were doing up there. Oh. Led me in fucking circles all day. Don't let a Mughal talk you into work. You won't see the end of it. Is that an orange? Yeah, you know what? Orange goes good with salmon, sure. It's better than lemon, in my opinion. I'll take an orange any day. I like lemon, but man, you know, you always have like lemon with salmon, and then you try orange one since like you don't go back to lemon.
Your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Yes, please fill up my 3 glasses with your finest vintage. No? Okay. Not one for drinks? Understandable. Oh, he doesn't want any either. He's probably thinking, why am I putting up with this shit? Oh no, what is he concocting there? Fucking PTSD over here. I'm staring at the whatever the fuck he's making and I'm just like thinking back to old Don, the fucking party we had there. What he's brewing up. Kind of tea is he making?
Lived in these lands my entire
we want
life.
me to do?
To hear you
Puke?
speak of them, there
Bleed?
is much and more I have yet to see.
Just general
Truly,
seizures and
yours was a marvelous
convulsion?
journey.
You want to join me on the next? You seem really interested in it. Come, we can have fun adventures together. You and me, we can save the world. From
Well,
whatever it is needs saving from.
Back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
See, that's why I turned down the wine, you're right.
Accept your invitation,
Last time I had
I fear
wine,
my present duties
I almost
with the House
died.
of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
That's why we're making tea instead, except he probably poisoned the tea. Okay,
By
why
your
is there
deeds,
3
you have helped us
glasses?
to lay the
Where's
foundation
that
for
explained in the
lasting
lore?
reform.
Why did they need 6 glasses for
The
2
formation
people?
of the Republic is but the beginning. For it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success. That I might know the lost did not die in vain.
The fuck?
I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
I mean, I've also got like special powers though, so, you know, don't get too confident here.
The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other
I'm a
great
little
nations
less
of
mortal than
Eorzea
you.
has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
It's great and all. Where's my tea? Get this over with. I'm ready to die. Oh, our glasses were already filled. Oh, okay, well, damn. It's already over. Someone's dying right here, okay? Place your bets, 50-50. Heads it's him, tails it's me, side it's the butler.
May I ask a personal question?
Yes, shoot, quick before the poison does its thing.
Now that the dust is settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
I want the next adventure. Give me more adventure.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
Oh, now what?
News from House Fulton.
Yes, someone died.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Damn it, I barely got to even touch this salmon. You're telling me someone's dying? And it's not me?
Friend, and I shall go
What's
with
going
you.
on here? Got all dressed up. I barely got a bite. I better get to finish that meal.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
Oh, did he finally take on his role as head of House Forton? Now he's writing the books.
From tragedy and sacrifice we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Alright, well I better get all suited up here, so you know, before we go in, let me at least change. I'll go put the dyes away later. I've got some inventory space. Damn it, what'd you do this time?
Yes.
Is that... Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister.
Don't worry,
She
the only one
ran
that could possibly
afoul
see
of the
double
warriors
cure
of
is me because I
darkness.
drank the poison.
I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly.
Yeah, she didn't really prove herself to be pretty
rescued her
good
in
at
the
that in
Twelveswood, and
coils.
together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. 'Twas
Hey, at
only
least it
after
wasn't
we
the
had
knee.
made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Oh, there's the poison!
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Why didn't you call, like, a healer or something?
How is she?
It's just poison. Just fucking cast Asuna on it. Easy.
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
You talk like you didn't, like,
take heart, Master
meet
Alphinaud.
up with her in
She
the
will be attended
coils
by our most skilled
not too long
chirurgeons.
ago. I mean, you want me to cure her? Because I could just cure her for you. Wouldn't take long.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary.
Give me a
at
second to
once.
get changed.
Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alphinaud, is the Warrior of Light... is he with you? Don't go. There is something I must say.
No, I left. I want to go back and eat. Make this quick.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascients. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan.
Tell me something I don't know.
They make
speak for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning.
The where now?
And to kill her.
Oh wait, isn't that the wind person?
You must stop them.
Dead.
I shall inform the others at once.
I mean, she got poisoned. She's fucking gone. Nothing we can do for her now.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Oh, I thought we were done with quests in Ishgard. I thought I cleaned everything out of here. Surely they won't let her. Yes and no. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Churgans. Did not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death. I'm uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, friend? Shall we return our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence? I want my food, is what I want. I got fucking gypped down a meal. Can't believe this. Right, I did get trolled. Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's unsummoning, that they might put her to the sword. Oops. Turn that off. What do you tend to do, Master Elfno? There's much and more I do not understand, but I know this: the primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alizé risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Abin, will you accompany me to Zelfatol and help me stop Excel's ritual? Again? We've already done this twice. We need what to do it a third time. Actually, no, we've done it 3 times. This is the 4th. Given that the Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into Kurthan lands to a point. Summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelfatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Armic, but I fear an aerial travel is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me that the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelfatol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for our contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains, and escort you thence to Zelfatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We shall be most glad of their assistance, Lord Edmond. In the event that Mistress Alizé regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let's be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Oh wait, no, this is different Garuda though. This isn't like... This totally isn't the same one we fought like 3 times. Or am I thinking of something else? No, I'm thinking of Garuda. Pretty sure. Oh, you know what? If I don't take up that quest, I'm going to forget it exists. Give me 1 second here. It's okay, I got plenty of room for it. I just don't want to forget it even exists. It was barely cold when you first came to our city, when I stood waiting for you before the Ark of the Worthy. I think that was where it all began. How much has changed since that day. Forgive me. Of late, I've been studying the works of Veladian poet king who wrote, "The ye who ask of things to come, give thought to what is past and gone." So rarely have we the luxury to reflect on the choices we have made, or how they have shaped our lives and the lives of others. Even I, a mere steward whose deeds would not merit a footnote in the annals of history, can see the value in this. I say to you, Master Oma, because as you move, so too does the world. Pray spare a moment to contemplate your journey while you can. Red stretched on, obscured by an endless veil of snow. Somewhere in the white beyond stood the great iron gates, and on the other side a humble manservant who waited the coming of 3 travelers. What? Okay. Interesting. Not sure what that is. That's a post-Dragonsong War side quest chain. It's a serious chain. Even has a replay new gameplay. Oh. Are you saying it might be stream-worthy then? Like this one? What was it called? The Paths We Walk? Yo, if there's plot, I'm down to like stream anything with like actual coherent plot to it. And is it more than just like, go here, do this? That is the wrong thing. I don't care about that one right now. I'm not doing it now. But knowing that... Where was I going? Oh, Camp Dragonhead. Duh. More of a field trip for Evansward? Okay. Then mayhaps we can forgo that one on stream at least. But I look forward to it all the same. Wait, you get an XP bonus? Why do you get an XP bonus? Oh, because you're lower level than me? That's a first. Have you everything we require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Nadaland and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Exali warriors, I've been informed that House for Tomb knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through. You mean fly through? But right, this is before, you know, you could fly in these areas. Nope, I've done that one a number of times. So not doing that one again. This way, right, it's east. I should know where it is. I've been here like 36 times. Give or take a couple. I am well familiar with these lands. Oh, too far. Where is it? Master Ma, Master Alphano, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised, our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they're up to something, and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelfato and aid you as you see fit. Given the numbers we are likely to encounter, a two-pronged approach may be best. While the knights and I feign a larger attack to draw the exiles' attention, I suggest you and yours surpass their defenses and locate the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, you should only have to deal with a few patrols, but if they are not, you may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Oh, we find the Warriors of Darkness? Oh, yo, it's an actual dungeon. Oh, neat. Forced to flee the Black Shroud for fear of the elementals and their boundless wrath, the exiles settled the windswept mountains of Zelfato more than 550 years ago. Since that day, they have labored tirelessly to eke out an existence in these harsh and unforgiving lands, slowly but surely expanding their dominion over the entire region. Yet the exile have never forgotten that which was once denied them, so they seek divine intervention once more, to summon Garuda and beseech her strike down their enemies. In the shadow of the first mountain, the ritual nears completion, and only you and your comrades can hope to deliver the realm from destruction. Yeah, so this is like, what, the 4th time we're fighting Garuda? Or maybe we won't fight Garuda. Maybe we'll just put a stop to it so we don't have to fight her a 4th time. Because holy shit, are they... Like, at the very least, they're persistent. I gotta give them that. How many quests would you say I'm away from it? 4 and 5 look pretty lengthy, so I doubt it's gonna be a tonight thing. But how many quests would you say it is? There's nothing here I can do, hey? Nothing that needs doing in the meantime? I mean, there might be, I think there was a fate here I needed to do as Black Mage, but meh. I don't remember what fate it was that I would need. Unless it's belly full. If it's belly full, I'm gonna go fucking do it. Oh shit, it is belly full. Okay. It's like right here. I'm gonna go do it. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I mean, obviously, Duty Fire takes priority, but if I can go and finish this thing off. I have to switch to Black Mage though, so I'll be careful. I'll make sure to switch back to Gunner. I'll be careful in that. There's no way I'm going to this dungeon as Black Mage. That's not happening. Okay, 1 second. Let me... Character to Black Mage. Then sync. And let's go. Because I gotta make sure I get that credit for the book. Might as well, I'm here, right? I'm used to doing these things alone, to be honest. I'm like, whenever I look at these fates, I'm like, okay, like 8 minutes, I can totally take them out in like 5. Rarely does anyone come by to actually help. Sometimes people do, though. It's pretty good. It's a shame I only got Thunder at this level. Totally take him out before this thing pops. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna try and like stave off the if it pops. I'll spend my 45 seconds. We're good though, we're good. Done. Excellent. That's all we needed. I got my credit. Fortunately, that's the only fate here. There's nothing else here I have to do, right? There's a leave I could do. Well, actually, no, I can't do a leave because we're in a queue and a party, so can't do those. Is there anything I need to get killed here? Oh, the readers. Okay. Well, I might as well go do that. Readers are easy. I don't need to do anything special with those. Along came Zeus. We're gonna possibly fight Garuda today. I don't think we are. I think we're just gonna go prevent it. But it's sure as hell looking like it. They just love throwing Garuda at me, I guess. About 15 quests? Damn, that's pretty good. Again, I don't think it's gonna happen. And next stream I wanted to like catch up on side stuff. Maybe even next 2 streams. I need to go west. But it might. Oops, that's not the west I need, that's the other west. I want to like get all the blue stuff done at the very least, like the raids and everything before we continue. Thinking about tanking? Yeah, I thought we had a 3rd person, but it's not looking like it. Tanking would probably get the queue going. Alright, where's those readers? There's the readers. Okay, gotta switch back to Black Mage for a second. Character. Yeah, when... Oh shit, you want to register? Yeah, register first, and then I'll switch. So I can do my thing. Oh, I'm host. Right, shit. Thank you. Forgot. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, then I will register whenever you're ready. Oh. Okay. That's how it is, eh? I guess you will wait. You'll get off easy today. You live for another day. I will be back, though. Giant reader. You'll rue the day that my presence graced you. Let's be real, they just wanted an excuse to use that sick-ass looking X in one of their titles. Am I escorting a bunch of children today? I see how it is. No, he's throwing rocks at us. It's not cool to throw rocks at kids. Alpha Nova Levier, I like that. That's a good one, actually. Yo, you guys are going fast. I'm about to catch up here. Holy shit. kid's got all the energy. Jeez, fuck. There we go. Now we can actually start. Yeah, that tiny Alphino's sick. I think I've seen a picture of him before. I don't know if it was the same one though. It might have just been someone else like cosplaying. I don't remember what their name was. Oh, excuse me, who's behind me? Oh, I thought... okay, I saw an orange circle and I heard someone casting something. I didn't realize it was a carbuncle. I thought there was like an enemy back there. The timing was just too good. Hey, excuse me, where are you going? The party's up here, guys. I can't believe I abandoned my meal for this. I was having a nice dinner with the King of Ishgard. And it's like, yo, your friend's sister's dying. And I begrudgingly left my meal to go help do nothing really. Well, apparently I'm not a healer. Apparently I have no ability to just cure her poison in like 3.5 seconds. Actually less than that because it only takes like 1.2 to cast. The other 2.5 are for me to switch and get changed. Alright, boss time, eh? I find this hot air balloon. Look at this guy on a balloon. Pop his balloon. He's already down to half. How's this guy's balloon so durable? What's it made out of? Okay, we obviously gotta take these guys out. He ain't gonna let us attack him. Even though he's right there, I could totally shoot him. But nah. We gotta get rid of these floating turrets first. Is he gonna actually die, or is he just going to... okay, it's like one of those enemies. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, he's invincible? Oh, that's cool. Well, what's making him invincible? Oh, he's not invincible anymore. And gone. We're good. That was a pretty basic fight. Nothing too crazy to worry about. Avoid a couple attacks. He had an invincibility phase. It's fine. Ooh, neat. We're going like right into their city. Never seen this before. Last time they summoned Garuda, like the last 3 times they did it, it was like out in one of their camps. I didn't even realize they had a city. But I guess that makes sense. Can I please get out of this attack? Thank you. There we go. Oh, we got some castanets in here now. That is not a twist to the music I thought I would hear. Yeah, get going with the group there. You don't want to get left behind. Did I bring out my turret? Might as well. It's probably good for stuff like this. Okay, I don't like that little bit of particle effect on the floor there. A little dicey. Better stay out of that. Perfect. Imposing gate. Open the door. Come, children, let us depart. operate the lift. I like this guy's outfit. This guy like in complete black. That's a sick outfit. Reminds me of the Thaumaturge Guild. Oh, new boss? Here we go. Alright, maybe we should take out these guys first. I don't know, it seems like it might be a good idea. I'm gonna focus attack them, because I feel like it'll go a little faster. Everyone else seems to have the same idea, so glad we're on the same page here. Oh, I thought that was a boss. Never mind. Well, no wonder it was so easy. In that case, I probably could have. See, if I knew it wasn't the boss, I would have totally used my AoEs. That's okay. Ah, there's the boss. You can tell by the giant weapon he has. What is that thing? What kind of food do you eat with that fork? Now let's do that, and then that, and then that. Hindsight, did that in the wrong order. Probably should have used my drill. Oof, okay. Ow! Probably should have used my drill on the time bomb, but that's okay. He's already down to half, we're good. He's attacking that way, we're fine. That's not a sound I like to hear. What does that sound mean? Oh, that's what that sound means. Swift Feather, eh? Is he gonna do another one of those? At me, maybe? Well, if he does randomly target me, I'll stand over here so it's a little ways away from everyone else. Yeah, see, that's why we do that. Oh, I timed it wrong, though. Oh, shit, again? Seriously? Okay. Looks like... Ah! Ouch! 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 Spikes? Bad? Bad spikes. It's fine, we're okay. I didn't even see the spikes. I don't need that gear. I got my sick Mafia coat on. I was like trying to keep the giant wind turbines away from everyone else. Guess I walked a little too far. Like I timed the actual casting and the actual placement of the thing was a little delayed. Back at 90k, hooray. Is that like your baseline for points? I need to make more like super expensive things. I've been thinking about like lowering the prices of stuff, because like most people have drained all of their excess points. You know, I gotta deflate the economy somehow, right? So I don't know, I gotta think of something to do, because I wanna keep things cheaper, but I don't want... Are we going this way? Yes. I also want to make sure people like... Oh, cool. That seems dangerous. I want people to have to, like... I want to deflate the economy, but I also want everyone to be able to afford things still. So, I don't know. I'll think about it. Not even sure what I would do to resolve that problem at this point. You're not dead yet. Why aren't you dead yet? Please die. Thank you. There we go. I picked up an airstone. Oh, yo, we doing actual, like, we have to gather shit? Damn. It's been a while since we had to do that. With the airstone in the thing. Oh, it's already done. And away we go. Okay, this is not a boss. Let's take out the small guy first. That's not right. I guess the 1% would still exist. Well, the only reason the 1% exists in the first place is because people were collecting points before I figured out what I wanted to do with them all. That's the only reason they existed at all. It's a real shame that you're limited to like 2,000 points per day to like contribute to the community pot stuff. Because I would definitely be abusing that more if you could do more than that. Where am I? Oh, I'm up here. Wow, how did I get turned around? Okay, let's go. So we do this. Let's just do a quick combo. Get you in there, and then get out of that circle that I just noticed. And then we do some of that, and then that. Let's put as much DPS on as possible while that time bomb does its thing. There we go. Look at that big damage we did. Wait, green means like separate, right? Yeah, okay. It's like the other arrow, means separate. Everyone else is spreading out, so I'm gonna spread out too. Just gotta watch what everyone's doing. Oof, that's a lot. Okay, let's get a little more room to maneuver here. I don't want to go too far away from the healer, but I just need some room to move around, just in case. Not really sure what to expect. That's why we need the room to move. Oh, there's Garuda. Oh, shit. We're actually fighting Garuda. I really didn't expect that. Oh, no, he's just summoning them. That's kind of cool. That's the thing that happens sometimes with Final Fantasy. Bosses just are summoners as well. Oh yeah, get together everyone. Gather around, children. And done. Nice. That was actually... I think that dungeon went really well. We have slain the beast. No more Garuda, please. Like, actually, why we need to fight Garuda 4 times? I'll count this as a 4th. Fuck you. It would just be me with my skin screen, like literally no other difference.
Thank the gods! What happened?
Nah, I'm good with being human, thanks. Oh, you know, we just fought Garuda again.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
Yeah, for now, until they summon Garuda
but we
again.
should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here?
You'd better not have killed the Primal without us.
Is that the Warriors of Darkness? Yep. Man, why did they get 6 people? That's not fair.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking,
Ranger
I
of
see.
Darkness.
I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned.
Wait, you were planning for us to defeat?
It was they who erred.
What do you mean we erred? We're fucking... Our job's to kill the primals.
We cannot face them all.
We got this.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there.
Wait, how did you even know that...
Know that I will
Alice
happily
was
make
a
it quicker
girl?
for you.
They look the
If
same.
you just stand still.
See, they all have like the cool upgraded weapons and shit. That's sick.
Enough,
Of course, theirs don't glow.
We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
How did they get that bow, though? There's only supposed to be one of those, and who would ever agree to...
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough
make
to spare
another
your
of them.
lives.
Also, how'd you get that costume?
While
I thought there was only one of those as well.
You mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it?
Too much.
Thundering and the reflections it created.
What do you think I've been doing this whole time? When I'm not out fighting dragons.
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light.
Wait, so you're aliens?
But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure.
Or alternate
In
dimension
ours,
beings?
The power of light was greater by far.
Or are they from the Void world? Before it was the Void?
So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory.
Oh no, it's a different world.
And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world.
Here's the Final Fantasy V reference.
Perfection.
I guess maybe a little bit of 4 as well.
Do you honestly
Or
expect us
3.
to believe such a story?
Was it 3 that did the Dark Crystals?
Believe what you like.
No, it was 3. It was 3.
But it has happened before.
A little bit 5, a little bit 3.
Far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
We're actually going hard on this interdimensional shit.
Condemn us
Nice.
to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds
Oh, that's
rejoined.
just straight up 5.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
It's okay. Everyone lives in peace and harmony at the end of that one.
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
And what could you possibly do? You look like you're level 50 at best. You're gonna join them? No?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
Hey, you moved. You're not allowed to move. That'll cancel your teleport. Shenanigans is this. They're cheating. Hacks. I need a moderator here. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. You think it could be true that to save their world they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. Sacrifice to loss. It ends here. Now, I remember in 5, you know, the Warriors of Darkness were a lot nicer. I think it was 5. I can't remember 3. 3, I think, did the Dark Crystal plot, and then 5 had, like, the Warriors of Darkness. And I imagine this one's gonna probably try and bring both of them together. No, they Esseans, like with a C, not S. What? That's Asian. It's a completely different word. It's just slide casting. You can't slide cast a recall. You can't slide cast teleport. Never have I seen someone slide cast teleport. Can't do that. You can slide casting literally anything else, fine. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. Knights can appraise Lord Edmond for our success, and we, the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I'll be at the congregation. Yeah, I want to go finish my meal. My food's probably long cold by now. Cold and probably tossed. Dinner's cancelled. I really liked... Is that when that shit's gonna go down? Because I really liked 5 and 3's plots. They were both really good, especially the whole Dark Crystal thing. Especially the way it was handled in 5. And like the whole alternate dimension thing. If we go to an alternate dimension, that'd be sick. I would love that. I mean, I've been technically to alternate dimensions in this game already. Like, we went to the Void, but I mean, like, an alternate Eorzea, essentially. Definitely feels like it's playing up to that. Brings me joy to see you safely return to Esabin. What news of Zelfato? Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remained behind, Mistress Sola had been tending to Mistress Alice in your absence. I'm pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to your room. Do not worry, condition is much improved. She's a resilient one, much like her brother. It's not weird though, it's like a completely different word though, Womp. Like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Alize!
It's spelled completely differently. Of course it's gonna be pronounced differently. That's how words work.
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. When they told me you had departed for Zelfatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
It's not a reference to anything. I mean, I guess it does, but I mean, it's a completely different word, so yeah, I mean, some words sound similar, but they are different.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians.
My problem is I keep forgetting it's Ascians and not Ascians.
I think not.
I don't think it sounds anything like Asian anyway.
I too thought his story fanciful at first.
There's no Z in Ascians. There's no Z sound.
Of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers.
If anything, it sounds like Scions, which makes me think they're related somehow.
Primals in the Scion's stead.
But probably not. That's probably a coincidence.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
to prompt an escalation.
They just
To
want
deepen
calamity
the
for
Beast
their
Tribe's
world, okay?
feelings of
This is fine.
helplessness and despair, and thereby drive
Only
them
gonna
to summon ever more
merge the
powerful
dimensions
gods.
together. No problem.
And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the Beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the warriors of darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alizé and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
Oh, so that's how they've been getting all the crystals,
If we sever
constantly
these
summoning
supply
Garuda.
lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor-bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father.
Ah, yes, the father who said, no,
However,
totally
I
just
make no
observing
secret
them.
of the fact that my knowledge of primal
Totally
beings
gonna
is
betray them
scant at
later.
best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
If you forgot already,
But Alizé, you...
Alphino, she went and explored the coils with me. That place was pretty fucking dangerous. Or, you know,
You are
it
more
would have
than
been
welcome.
dangerous.
After all, it was
Didn't
you who
one-shot
set us
everything.
upon this path.
The fucking hat.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try
New
on
clothes.
the new
Okay,
outfit I
good. Now we
prepared
can
for
tell them
you.
apart better. What was she making new clothes for? She's just bored and was like, I'm gonna make Alice a new outfit because I feel like it. You think those people were sponsored by the general continent of Asia? I don't fully understand why you think that, but okay. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken the road to her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to I never learned, though I suspect that was by design. So she enjoyed hearing tales of our exploits, did she? My apologies for keeping you waiting. That looks almost more basic than her previous costume. Why does it look like she's on ice skates? Right then, shall we be off? Tatu never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared that she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praise to 12 she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Oh, they're those parents, are they? I've seen people like that in real life, twins that are wearing like the exact same clothes, and it's like, what the hell? Why? Did they choose this, or did their parents choose this? Do you remember that time at the stadium when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, sister, please. She was not my... can we have this conversation from the Warrior of Light? No, please, continue. I'm sure it's a great tale. So be it. Another time, perhaps. To be honest, I wasn't planning on seeking you out just yet. When I set forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambitions. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do. You need to ask about the carriage. Yes. Ah, yes. The carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Ilda after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ilda. How did you know to send help? Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Fortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Mont managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I'm here today because I would regret it if I weren't, that is all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Aching Sands then, and see if Uranger can be of assistance. Tataru is a resident. Here comes your new expat clothes NPC. Yeah. Why didn't she just take up weaving? You know, she wanted to go join the guild and be helpful. Like, why'd she choose frickin' whatever guild? I forget what the name is of that guild in Limsa. Why'd she go to the Weavers Guild? Probably would have been way more useful. Oh yeah, we have to go to the Waking Sands, do we? It's a good thing Horizon's still on my discount list. And it forever will be. Because it appears you're never done with the Waking Sands. Just can't happen. Now I can differentiate them, yeah. One of them's wearing really weird clothes and the other one's wearing really boring clothes. I'll let you figure out which is which. Where's the accountant guild for Tataru? She is the accountant guild. When they add the tax collector job, it'll be her that you report to. Ranger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. My Master Alphino, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming, what bringeth thee and thine here today? The Warriors of Darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. So by the end of Stormblood, you know, we're gonna all be friends, right? Us and the Warriors of Darkness, and we're gonna find out that the Asians manipulated them or some shit. We're gonna probably be fighting some sort of calamity though, I would imagine. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, the seventh but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives this time, to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. But we were fortunate enough to learn of the Exiles' plans before they came to fruition. I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Asians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day I do receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Murthor. Okamura stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst still afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain that the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let's consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlookabin. Thank you for your counsel, Aranje. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. If I may, brother. Ranger, is there anything else you would like to say? Huh? Alice? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you're normally rather more verbose. Unmask him! Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Adore had the powers to break down the barriers between planes. That our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure you wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I've heard of telling of promising tome. The Garum Oracles? Perhaps you could start there. By thy leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. I was hoping they're like just gonna pull off his head or something, Scooby-Doo style, and reveal one of the Warriors of Darkness underneath. Camp Overlook in the Noska, okay. I would say it's been a while since I've been here, but not really. Oh, Seven Hills. At this rate, I'll appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Excuse me, do you not remember who I am? Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems looked like they're coming to a head, signs of the Seventh Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant time is what this is. Right then, let's get to it. So our friendly neighbors in Ugamaru have got much more aggressive as late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing around the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm able to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for a little bugger, would you? Alright, where is he? I guess we can tell Alphino first. Unless you're the one stealing crystals. Our Maelstrom friends have seemed notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? Yeah, apparently you stole their crystals. Kobold in the camp, you say? Or, yeah, I guess it could be a kobold too. It would appear to corroborate Ranger's information, yes? To be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan's summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Find the kobold. Where are you going to be? Popping off the game for now, just gonna watch. No dungeons for a decent bit anyways. How many... Yeah, you said it was like, what, 15 quests to go? What time is it? 1:16? Okay. We'll do a couple more here. Is it... Am I close to the end of 3.4, or am I, like, only halfway through it? I'll go check over here. It's like most of the circles on this side. Oh, there he is. Found ya. Hey, tiny little thing. Hey, get back here. Little shit. Can't outrun me. Where'd you go? Down here? What? There he is. I was like thinking, man, he's gotta be underneath. It's the only place. Stay back. Wait, far back. I'm not a... God, it's no use. Pointless. Hopeless. No use. Okay, well, this guy's giving me the runaround. I'm guessing he's not dangerous, considering the quest title. Poor guy thinks I can't pursue him. I'll chase him to the ends of the earth if I have to. Where'd he go? Could have gone up there. I'm not supposed to have flight. Oh, there he is. please, don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yeah, yes, just talk. Gah. Okay, well, if you want to just talk, just fucking talk. Is someone gonna kill you? Is someone sitting around here? Point out the sniper. Blink twice if there's a sniper trained on your location. It's a stupid plan. Stupid, stupid, stupid! If I tell no one, then everyone will. Yeah, he found me again! What to do, what to do, what to do? Alright, come in peace. Only talk. Speak. Say, talk. So please, please don't hurt me. This is a wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. We've found him. Fine work, Science. So, little one. Thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plan to steal my crystals, would you? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and No. Let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gabu of the 620th Order. At least, I will be a Pikmin. One day. Oh, I know the 620th. They're the ones that have the Beast Tribe quest, right? Well met, Gabu. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister, Alice. The man who found you is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Blodane thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, but you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? No one's gonna hurt you, alright? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch, The Patriarch is gonna summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him! Not even half through 3.4? Oh, okay. Gabu's parents said they didn't want it along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry! He said that if they didn't have the iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace? I don't want to believe it, but I have heard tales of folky fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. Oh! That thing that we had before. By the 12th, that's sickening. What do you mean I didn't tell anyone of this? No one listens, Gabu. No matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So, please, help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan's summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure the crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. Alright, have a good night, Yorton. Yeah, I should probably head off too. Alright, let me finish this quest. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. To have had mercy, that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 1:30. You know what? If we're gonna like start, this is a decent point. We got to set up for the next one. I don't know what next stream of this will be. Next stream, I guess we can finish this off, but I'm thinking we'll do some of these instead, because I still got a few of these, and I wouldn't mind trying to get them done before we go on to the next expansion, for sure. So yeah, I'll probably next stream is gonna be like a side quest stream, maybe a little bit of story. But tomorrow will be Minecraft because it wasn't today. I don't know if what Sunday's going to be. Sunday would be Final Fantasy if I stream, otherwise nothing. And then Monday will probably be more Minecraft if I stream anything, because Final Fantasy is going to be down, because 6.1 is coming out, which obviously I don't really care about too much, but there's some nice little things in there that I do kind of care about. So in the meantime, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight, this impromptu last-minute Final Fantasy stream. But I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you next time.